Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero reaction. Today we have Dance of Death, or the Twin Marionettes battle theme. This was requested by Anonym on the last reaction I did, and a lot of people agreed that I should get to it, so I was like, hey, sure, why not? So far I've loved pretty much everything I've heard of Zenless Zone Zero. I do even have a drum cover coming out in the next few weeks or so, probably another week or two. I thought it was going to be out sooner. There's a little bit of production issue on that one, but we're getting there. But as a result, of course, I just wanted to make these a little bit more regularly, so expect these once a week, every other week or so. It kind of depends on how many things I'm getting to, but that's beside the point. Without further ado, let's go. Ooh. Oh, I love that piano inclusion. Just hitting none of the right notes. Add some tension right off the bat. Oh, I love this. Just working off of the name, I love what it's going for in aesthetic. Nothing like a good harpsichord. Ooh, break it down. Whoop, whoop. There it is. I love what they're doing with the piano in this. Making it come together, be proper, and then tearing it apart. Ooh. That was just a cool sample there. I'm also digging the break core in here too. Just and those orchestral, like, vocal stings underneath it. Man, this is really fun. The vision of this song is nuts. Ooh. Ooh. That was heavily sidechained there for a second. This must be the end because it would probably loop back around. Yep. All right, dude, that was sick. Okay, another banger. I absolutely love how hectic this song is. I love the vision of this song. Obviously, like I said, the title of it kind of makes it clear what you would be fighting here. I'm sure I'll see the picture after editing this and making the thumbnail of who these characters are, but just knowing that they're twin marionettes, you get this image in your head of these two ballerina marionettes that are trying to keep their, like, sanity in check, as well as, like, keeping track of this very hectic battle. This feels very bullet hell. It feels very, like, aggressive rhythm game where, like, there's constantly things being thrown at you. And even those moments in there where the piano does kind of come back to this full, it's playing everything properly, all the notes are hit right, all the chords are proper, and then they just tear it apart slowly, like one note doesn't quite land correctly, and then it just falls apart from there very soon after. That's really cool. Being able to bring it back in and out, constantly trying to get those pieces back together to create that puzzle. It feels like a very intricate ball of glass or something that you're just like trying, like, no, every piece needs to be put back, or like something with very intricate pieces in it, like a music box, maybe something like that with all the gears inside it, and something's just not clicking right, something's not landing correctly, and it has to adjust for that. But as the song goes on and gets more hectic and the energy continues on, you lose it again, and it's just like you can't get all these pieces put back together. That constant anxiety and stress, all those wrong notes, all those notes just hitting right next, just the note next, usually right next to each other. Usually what creates the tension that you're hearing in here is like hitting the note right next to the one you're already hitting. So like for example, hitting a white key and then the black key right next to it when you're supposed to be going down to the next white key after that to keep it within the key, within the chords you're supposed to be playing, and therefore creates this really gross crunch in the sound, and it just doesn't land. It doesn't do the thing you're expecting with music a lot of the time, which is avoiding all that and doing whole chords and whole notes, and instead just absolutely floundering over everything. And that tension is really what makes this song so cool to me. I mean, I've heard this many times, of course, over my time doing these videos, but like, this one is super fun due to the energy behind it and like the breakcore being introduced in there as well to keep that energy even higher, adding that stress. Nothing about this song really slows down except for that one spot more near the beginning where it goes into halftime, and that's just the feeling of everything kind of trying to get back on track before it then inevitably falls apart again and gets too hectic, and there's just too much to focus on, is really the stress in this song. And I'm sure that has something to do with the battle that you're fighting during this. It's just so much energy, and I love the vision of that. It's so cool. I love it when songs take what they're doing in the battle and literally apply it to the music, and vice versa. Sometimes the music is written first, sometimes the battles are written first. Usually the battles are written first, the music is made afterwards, so you kind of get an idea of what you're going to be doing for that battle and how to write to it. And sometimes they just hand you a general layout of a list of what you should be writing about, or like what the battle may be about, what the phases may be, and you have to work off of that. So even just being told twin marionettes to a professional video game musician, they were probably like, I got it. You know, like they were told that in the concept of we need this very stressed, we need this very complicated, and like it's falling apart constantly, and this is the type of thing they would make. It's so neat. I love hearing these different interpretations of how people make their music for games like this, with battles, with bosses, with just general character themes. Every musician has a different idea of how to approach that, and that's why I love doing these videos so much for every different game, because every game is so unique in how they do that. Even if it's the same company, like with Zenless being part of the Hoyoverse, it's a completely different sound because they're completely different musicians from the other people doing Genshin and such, for example. So it's just cool, and I love hearing it. So I've been blabbing about basically nothing for the past like 3-4 minutes, so I hope you didn't mind me doing that, but I really enjoyed this song, and it just piqued that like spark in my head that I had to keep blabbing about. But anyway, thank you all so very much for watching. If you have any other songs from Zenless, please drop them down in the comments below. And if you don't want to make a comment, at least go down into the comments and read them and see which ones you like the most and give those a like, because the ones that are liked the most are usually the ones I get to next. But other than that, if you just enjoyed this video and you want to follow me and support me for more, you know how to do all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!